I'll see you guys later. You guys can keep chilling here if you want.
See you later, EJ.
Later. Thanks for playing.
Yep, later.
All right. Little bit behind the schedule today, but I'm gonna take about 15 minutes. I'm gonna eat some pizza, and then we'll start Space News. Hey, Jesse. How are you? You're just catching me on the end here, though, so... Let's see... We got... User space... Rocket review... Any changes since the last beta? Yeah, casual. There's a bunch of new stuff that they added, and they opened up the map. The map is like 4 times bigger than it was before. Dude, overall looking really good, man. Please refrain from using obscenities in the presence of these people. I've warned you. I will be forced to thrash you. Man, fuck you. Yeah, it's fun, dude. I'll probably, if I'm still feeling it after racing, I'll probably play some more. I want to grind out and get those higher levels so we can mess with the cool toys that are up there. Like, they unlock the guns. You can go get guns and stuff. I want guns. I want to go hunting. You gonna shoot a deer? Yeah, I'm gonna shoot a deer. I think I could shoot a deer. Hey, Jaden, what's going on? Anyway, guys, I'll be back in probably about, I don't know, 15 minutes. Anyway, I'm gonna grab some pizza. I'll be back in a second. Still plenty of stream left. Don't go anywhere. Trying to think of the notes that they're playing. Tough when the song's playing. I screwed it up. I was getting there, dude. Hang on. It's close, dude. It's close. Do 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 do. Dude, that's all over the place, man. You can tell that song wasn't written for a guitar. I mean, it's probably because it's on the synthesizer, right? Dude, hold on, we're getting there. Kind of reminds me of Silicon Valley, where they make the meme out of the guy that fell out of the nest. Wait, what? Huh? You like it, man? You like the guitar? Nope. Nope. Dude, I'd have to listen to it more, but we're honing in on it. It's right in this area here. Right in this area here. Not here or here so much, but right here. Close. I'm guessing, dude. The last time I played this was like on the 4th. I lost it. I forgot that last note. Okay, where would we pick up? If I can hit the right string. Very inspiring for someone who just bought a guitar instead of merch. Also, EJ, your guitar makes an extremely dirty sound. Maybe too dirty for certain songs, yeah. Where do you get your guitars from? The local guitar shop. It's a little ways out of Boston, Ishiku, called Music Go Round. What amp are you using? A Vox 8015 VT. I could pipe it clean through the amplifier. It's fine, but I like playing with the rock and roll thing. But here, we can... Last thing, and then we gotta start Space News. Ready? I screwed it up again. I screwed it up again. Alright, it's a blues riff in B. Watch me for the changes and try to keep up, okay? Alright, that's enough. Put that over there, put that over there, plug this back in. I guess you guys aren't ready for that yet. You kids are gonna love it. Space news, huh? How about we start with a NASA video?
We are at Kennedy Space Center.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Every
Cop.
piece of hardware necessary to return to the moon is now here.
Don't hump it. It'll do. Thanks for all the subs, guys.
They are being assembled, stacked, fueled, and primed for flight.
The next time these engines fire up, we'll be on the launch pad to send an uncrewed Orion spacecraft around the moon
Snake.
on a flight test for the Artemis 1 mission.
It's been a journey of 1,000 miles from factory floors all across this country and around the world to here. And now the stage has been set.
We are seeing Artemis take her place.
The framework to support the enormity of this moment can't be measured in renovations and rehearsals alone.
But in the testing of a metal found much deeper.
With each segment built upon the one before it, the volume of anticipation can be seen rising.
For in addition to certifying what a host of testing has already previewed,
and liftoff. The dawn of Orion and a new era of American space exploration.
Artemis will demonstrate a new path to the moon for this generation.
Artemis 1.
An uncrewed test flight will be a final proving of every system
In every component.
in the harshness of space.
A mission that, when successful,
Will open the door for the moonwalkers and lunar experiments
that so many have hoped and dreamed about.
We are going.
Not a bad way to start. Shoot him to me on Discord, Night Viper. Or my email's up on Twitter if you want to check that out. I can do moonwalk. I am moonwalking. You can't moonwalk. You can't moonwalk in more ways than one, man. There was a lot of cool stuff in there, actually. Hold on. A lot of good stuff in here. A lot of stuff we actually haven't seen before. There's the crawler. Here's the ML. That's the core stage stacking. That's in inside of the firing room. But then they showed some like pictures of them refurbishing a fire control room like that. See that? I've never seen this picture before. There's pictures of them refurbishing the launch control center. Oh, see, this is the kind of stuff I would love. We should see this. This is stupid that we don't see this. All right, Jaeger. Good to know, man. All right, what else do we got in there? That's 39B. That's when they renovated the flame trench. They installed a one-way deflector on it. There was a two-way deflector. They got rid of that. And they installed an upgraded flame deflector. That's designed to take all of SLS's flames and shoot it out one side of the pad instead of both sides. I'm not exactly sure why they did that, but yeah, I don't know the reason. This is CT2 renovation when they redid the crawler transporter. This over here is the mobile launcher on 39B. Over here is them installing the ICPSU. That's the interim cryogenic propulsion stage umbilical. That's the ML on its storage post. There's the upgraded flame deflector. Found out what was wrong with my car. For some reason the reservoir was completely dry, so I'm ordering antifreeze tomorrow. And hopefully my radiator isn't leaking. Ordering antifreeze? Just drive it to an O'Reilly's or AutoZone and just buy some 50/50 coolant. False floors. All the network cables go onto the floor. And they're crawl spacers. Yeah, that's cool, Pythos. I like that. How did they turn the control room 180 degrees exactly, and why was it really trivial? I don't know what that means. Did you know that all dad jokes must be written down on a piece of paper? It's not a dad joke unless it's terrible. Okay. Nice. Maybe the exhaust on the SLS would be too much for the... I mean, I don't see how it would be any different than the space shuttle, but yeah, it's probably something like that. Too hot and too lazy. It's 108 outside and I don't want to work on my car in this heat. Dude, unscrewing a cap and pouring coolant is not working on your car. It'll take 5 minutes. There's the upgraded flame trench. And yep, they reverted back to a clean pad design, just like it was during Apollo. Total clean pad design. Pretty awesome. You can see the remnants of the rotating service structure track there from the shuttle program, though. You can see pieces of it. There's testing the sound suppressor system. This is a sound suppressor system without the ML hooked up. And then over here, the next test is the sound suppressor system with the ML hooked up to the pad. Yep. Cool. SRBs, core stage stack right there. Green run. This is the SRB testing a 5-segment. Boom! See ya. This is core stage testing here. Hydrogen and oxygen fuel tank testing there. Hey. Hey. Look at that. There's the ripples, the boundary layers. Yeah, see that? Very cool. The pressure waves. Yeah, very nice. So Mach 2.99. So they're testing. I don't know why they'd be testing yaw like that, but they are. And I guess it makes sense. There's a wind tunnel test article. There's some guys pointing at said wind tunnel test article. See, they have it on a pylon so they can change its angle of attack, so you can see what it's doing at different angles. That's Christina Cook looking at the Artemis 1 stack. There's the Orion spacecraft. It has since been encapsulated. Yep, see, with the escape system. They were jettisoning. That was them testing the parachute mortar jettison. That's them doing splashdown tests, parachute tests, recovery, abort missions. That was EFT1 right there. Hey, hold on. There you go. Capsules can do this. Check that out. Oh, that, whoa. That's a little bit of an over-rotation right there. Cool. Parachute testing right there. Splashdown testing. And then there's the real one. There's the core stage. There's some people. It's the launch director. They're doing acoustic testing right there. See, these are all speakers. There's guys working on the European service module right there. Pictures of the new astronauts. There's Vic. Nice. Very nice. Good hype up video. Cool. All right, so we got a little bit more NASA news here. Check this out. So NASA awards Launch Services contract for the GOES or GOES-U mission to SpaceX for $152.5 million. This is a Falcon Heavy launch that's scheduled for April of 2024. The GOES-U is a weather satellite. Those are the satellites that like watch hurricanes and storms, amongst other things. They're meteorological satellites for the NOAA. So yeah, we got another contract there for Falcon Heavy, 152 mil. Launching in 2024, April of 2024. Pretty cool. From 39A. Yeah, the GOES satellites, yeah, have been historically launched on an Atlas. That's right. The GOES-R series is a joint effort between NASA and the NOAA. It includes GOES-R, GOES-S, GOES-T, and GOES-U. GOES-Y, though. See what I did there? No, they're weather monitoring satellites. Amazon complaint pending. Savage. Does Elon own 100% of SpaceX? Well, yeah, for all intents and purposes, Mad Cobra, yeah, pretty much. Well, we got a thunderstorm. Okay. Some of those weather sats also track volcanic ash during eruptions. There you go. I just drove past the Cape yesterday. Cool. All right. So, more contracts going out to SpaceX. All right. What is this next one here that you guys linked up? NASA's Perseverance rover collects puzzle pieces of Mars's history. Oh, what is this? Perseverance successfully collected its first pair of rock samples, and scientists are already gaining new insights into the region. After collecting its first sample, named Montdenier, the team collected a second Montagnac from the same rock on September 8th. I'm going to drill some holes in there. Analysis of the rocks, which Montdenier and Montagnac samples, I'm not saying those words right, were taken from the rover's previous sampling attempt, may help science piece together the timeline of the area's past, which was marked by volcanic activity and periods of persistent water. It looks like our first rocks reveal a potentially habitable, sustained environment. Oh, said Ken Farley at Caltech, project scientist for the mission, which is led by NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. It is a big deal that the water was there. It's a big deal that water was there for a long time. Cool. The rock that provided the first mission core samples is basaltic in composition and may be the product of lava flows. The presence of crystalline minerals in volcanic rocks is especially helpful in radiometric dating. The volcanic origin of the rock could help scientists accurately date when it was formed. Each sample can serve as part of a chronological puzzle. Put them right in the right order, and scientists have a timeline of the most important events in the crater's history. Some of these events include the formation I almost combined include in events Some of these events include the formation of the Jezero crater, the emergence and disappearance of Jezero's lake, and changes to the planet's climate in the ancient past. What's more, salts have been spied within these rocks. These salts may have formed when groundwater flowed through and altered the original materials in the rock, or more likely when liquid water evaporated, leaving the salts. The salt minerals in these first two rock cores may also have been trapped tiny bubbles of ancient Martian water. If present, they could serve as microscopic time capsules, offering clues about the ancient climate and the habitability of Mars. Salt minerals are also well known on Earth for their ability to preserve signs of ancient life. Ooh. Ooh. The Perseverance science team already knew a lake once filled the crater, but for how long has been more uncertain. Scientists couldn't dismiss the possibility that Jezero's lake was a flash in the pan. Floodwaters could have rapidly filled the impact crater and dried up in the space of 50 years, for example. But the levels of alteration that scientists see in the rock that provide core samples, as well as in the rock the team targeted on their first sample acquisition attempt, suggest that groundwater was present for a long time. This groundwater could have been related to the lake that was once in the Jezero crater, or it could have traveled through rocks long after the lake had dried up. The scientists still can't say whether any of the water that altered these rocks was present for tens of thousands or millions of years. They feel more certain that it was there for long enough to make the area more welcoming to microscopic life in the past. These samples have high value for future laboratory analysis back on Earth. One day, we might be able to work out the sequence and timing of the environmental conditions that this rock's minerals represent. This will help answer the big picture science question of the history and stability of liquid water on Mars. Yeah, I know, Jonathan. I'm with you on that one. Okay, but how and when can we get on the poles when there's actual ice? What? Interesting. Cool. Yeah, I don't think landing on ice good idea. I don't think that's smart. That was the pizza? Oh, it was delicious, man. Delicious. Alright, so I got a little more Artemis news for you guys here. Check this out. Technicians at the Michoud Assembly Facility completed the welding on Orion's pressure vessel for the Artemis 3 mission. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Not bad. Not bad. I really like that poster over there. There you go. Artemis 3 Orion right there. There's the windows for it. Not bad. Soon. That's the one that's going to the moon, dudes. With people on board for the landing, hopefully. Hopefully. Hopefully that happens. There we go. Link? Oh, I got you, Joe. Here. So Michoud is only a little less than twice my age. Well, it was built for the Apollo program to build Saturn V core stages, Pythos. I have pictures of it from the 60s if you want to see. Check this out. Should have some pictures of it around here. Test stand, very nice. Another test stand, very nice. Those two guys, pretty cool. Pretty cool dudes right there. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So nothing broke, but 2 storms in a row. The wood floors have started to break for sure. A bunch of them have pretty heavy damage. Okay. There it is. There's a picture of Michoud. Oh my god, it's game over for ULA after losing because used John Travis. Yeah, okay. Where are the pictures from Michoud? They should be in here somewhere. I mean, that is a picture from Michoud there. No. I like this picture, but no. Complex 34. A lot of Complex 34 pictures. That's because I probably used it for research when we went and built Freedom's Pad a long time ago. Ah, there we go. Here they are. It's so cool. I really appreciate what's going on in this picture. Nice. What would you give to not walk around there for a day while the Apollo program is going on? Yeah, I'd be pretty happy about that. Man. It's crazy. Just got here today. Is that your new garage? I wish, man. I wish. That'd be really nice. But yeah, here's a picture of it right now. Same building. Building out Orion in there. Pretty good. Pretty good. Here, check this out. We got a little bit more here. So this is a Teslarati article. SpaceX reinstalls Super Heavy booster on orbital launch mount, right? We saw that. But check this out. Elon tweeted this a little while ago. Actually, it was this morning. Booster static fire on orbital launch mount, hopefully next week. Booster static fire on orbital launch mount next week. Wow. Unfreaking believable. Well, that's gonna be... that's gonna be loud. Yeah, that's gonna be loud. Yeah. That seems to be what's on track here. Wasn't aware the prop farm plumbing was even ready to support that. Maybe it will be by next week. I don't know. Kind of down here. I didn't know they installed the S-1B tanks horizontally. Yep. How many engines did they end up putting on the booster? There's 29 on there. Here, I got the NSF video for the day. Stephen Marr is delivering us this footage today. Let's see what we got. Yeah, it's unbelievable, Cerebral. I still can't believe that. Oh, burbs. Burb, 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 burb. Burp, burp, burp. Burp, 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 burp. Sorry. Alright. More liquid nitrogen is being loaded into the propellant production site, guys. Dude, we'll find out. Certified moment. Alright, we'll see. Dear. Dear. How long does propellant production take? I have no idea. Whether, I don't know. I don't know what's involved in that process. It can't take very long, though. Say like a couple weeks, maybe. I guess that really all depends on how much you order. With all the launch since the start of the space programs, how much polluted all these swamps are? Not very. Rockets don't really have that much of environmental impact because we don't launch them very much, Chonky. Not really a lot. I mean, no more than if there was like a city there or something, because there basically is. Yeah, it's not that bad, dude. It's a negligible amount. Save the gators. This is not Florida, guys. This is Texas. Pretty much, Jaeger, yeah. Car. So these are the dynamic test stands that they're working on here. That's what this thing is. Save the armadillos then? That's fair. Do we know when the oxygen condenser is going to go live at Boca? I have no idea, dude. I'll be honest, guys, it doesn't really look like this. You know, Elon says static fire next week, and don't get me wrong, I believe him, but it just doesn't really look like they're ready yet. Is this at Starbase? Yep. Mm-hmm. Nice, a mosquito hunter. Because the tower has been there for months, so why is it not ready yet? Because there's still people crawling around on it all the time, dude. If it was ready, don't you think they would stop, you know, working on it or something? Like, I don't know, just putting it out there. This is SpaceX's new high bay. I don't know. Is that a piece of a starship lying on its side? Huh. It's definitely the engine section of a starship. These guys are laying down, what is it? I don't know if that's rebar or not. It might be. They're working on building another tall building to build the rockets in, Riv. Yeah, it could be concrete reinforcement. It's possible. I mean, they're pouring concrete, so I don't see why it wouldn't be. Most likely, Tommy. Yeah, I don't think they'd store it on its side like that, man, do you? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that that's being scrapped. Yeah, Tommy, I don't think this one is, I don't think this one is, gonna see flight. Yeah. If I recall correctly, that's, SN6. Yeah, whatever one had the hexagonal tiles on it like that, yeah. It's SN6, there you go. Looks like Watto's junkyard up in here, man. Oh, that guy's getting rid of some pieces of it. Yeah, just put it in with the forklift. There you go. Only stainless steel goes in this one. You can tell that only stainless steel goes in that dumpster because of the way it is. No, SN6 hopped, Nighthound. It was a starship with no wings and no nose cone, and it just went whoop, whoop, and it did work. 5 and 6 did work. Yep. 5 and 6 hopped. 7.1, 2, and 3 are test articles. 8 crashed. 9 crashed. 10 crashed. 11 exploded. 12, 13, and 14 were scrapped. 15 landed. 16 was built but never flown. 17, 18, and 19 were scrapped. 20 is the one that with all the tiles on it. 21 is being worked on in the background. I'm confused. Are they using thicker or thinner steel? They're 4 and 20 have 4 mil thick steel. I'm good, Alleviate. How are you? Ted landed and then exploded. Yep. That fell into the swamp. Well, the 4th one, lad. The 4th one, that stayed up. So are all new starships going up on Super Heavies and not using their own engines? They'll use their own engines, Sirius. I don't know if they're going to do, like, hops with the starships that work. Maybe, I don't know. Like, I'll be honest. We know that Starship wants to be operated like an airplane, right? But what that testing regime for a spacecraft that's supposed to work like an airplane is going to look like, I don't know. I have no idea. Are they going to do a hop with every starship before they send it off to wherever it needs to go? Are they going to static fire them on the stands there? Are we going to just launch it into space and test the TPS with an orbital test? What are we going to do? I don't know. What's your bet? Is it going to reach orbit on the first try? Why is the crane multicolor? Because the crane is a Lego kit and you can put it together. You could just make it out of a bunch of different... You can make a bunch of different cranes. That's a Liebherr 11350 crane. It's a lattice crawler. Lattice crawler cranes, you can buy like a bunch of small cranes and you can use that to make the big crane. That's why the crane's all different colors. Because it's like, it's different pieces of like 4 or 5 different cranes. A green one, a white one, a red one, and a yellow one. Yeah, I know, Rip, right? So, do I think it's going to go? I don't know. You know what? I think it'll make it. I think it'll make it. Whether it's going to get into the orbit that SpaceX wants, I don't know. Maybe. But it's possible. I mean, there's a lot of unknowns here. There's a lot of unknowns. A super heavy booster has never flown. So, I don't know. But then again, SpaceX does a lot of Raptor testing. But then again, who knows if the plumbing on that super heavy booster is going to work for 2 to 3 minutes straight. Yeah, maybe Nighthound, who knows? Those are the GSE tanks. That's holding all the propellant. This will hold all the propellant for Starship. Right, Space? Yeah. I don't know if they're going to sleeve these things. Maybe. Note that the pad propellant tanks are made out of Starship fuselages. Straight up. These are just Starship rings and Starship bulkheads. Use what you know works. So that's one of the catcher arms right there. It looks like they're installing the gussets for whatever equipment is going to get mounted on this. NASA's still tweeting like they're on for November with SLS. Would be nice. Yep, that's right, Electrocutor. With my last I meant testing, like how SN15 used the Raptors. Are all tests going forward going to be orbital, thus requiring a super heavy booster? Yeah, I know what you meant, Sirius. I don't know, dude. Maybe. I wouldn't do it that way, but... I think on the first try they're going to reach orbit and even bring back the super heavy to land in the ocean, but they won't be able to keep Starship straight when it deorbits and it will blow up. I think they'll be able to keep it straight, Page Up. I think they're going to have tile problems. I think they're going to have tile problems on the first mission. I think tiles are going to pop off and they're going to lose it in re-entry. But that's kind of the intention, isn't it? I think they're going to have a tile pop off. If a tile doesn't pop off during re-entry, I'll frankly be amazed. Yep, those guys are working on some kind of panel there. Have you seen the pincer part of the quick disconnect? The pincer is a vehicle stabilization system, Crafter. It's called a VSS. Yeah, they showed it on here a second ago. Oh, there's going to be some kind of panel there. I want to see footage from the inside as it burns through. Yeah, we'll probably never see that footage, Hellfish, but yeah, it'd be pretty cool. I think it will lose tiles, but being steel, it makes it through. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a bunch fall off during launch. Yeah, there's no way. Dude, Joe, if they have overcome the acoustic problems, I'll be impressed. But then again, it is SpaceX, so I'm perpetually impressed. There's gonna be a lot of stuff that they have to deal with, man. A lot of stuff. There's a lot riding on that thing right there. Hey Lulz, how's it going? I've been moving to a new house that needs work, but I'll get my own room. Super hyped for 154. Isn't it cool? It's gonna be fun. Last, please let me know if you want me to stop talking about it. I'm not sure how you feel about it. Steamworks is currently reviewing my Steam page, and I've completed most of the checklist items. No, that's cool. Good for you. Awesome. Have you seen that clip of them installing one? Just... Which one, Bounty? Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I'm still amazed we haven't seen a single flame deflector prototype. Hellfish, I think that they raised the orbital launch mount, because if you see that the orbital launch mount it's like curved up and then it goes straight, I think they raised it off the ground more so they wouldn't have to have a flame trench. Just personal thought though. Like, you see how it, like, all the things are angled in like this, the posts, and then they're angled up. I think they raised the entire OLM off the ground by another like 3 or 4 meters. Because of, like, so if you raise it more, you won't need a flame deflector. I upskilled and restored that one clip of the Bronco and Blazer in front of Enterprise, and I DM'd it to you on Discord. Bro. Dude, hold on. I gotta see this. Let me see. Yes! 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 Nice trucks, man. DV, what's this? Oh, yeah, the Flatiron building. It's coming along, dude. Yeah, awesome. There's the Deuce over there. You got 2 Econolines. You got a Airstream. Oh, dude. This truck. You know how much that K5 Blazer would go for nowadays? That thing right there. That truck, 50 grand. All day. 50 grand if you had one in that condition. Not kidding. Go look at the prices on eBay. Serious. 40, 50 G's. Easily. That truck is worth like 2 times what it was when it left the factory now. Those trucks, for some stupid reason, became really popular. They're really nice trucks. Is this photo real? Yeah. Yeah, Sniper, it's a real picture. This photo is from 1985. So it's a very rare picture. And I mean, I'm sitting here looking at the trucks. It's only because I've stood next to that shuttle in real life. That's Enterprise, which is the atmospheric flight test article from the space shuttle program. It's not a real shuttle, but it's about as real as you can get to a real shuttle without being a real shuttle. What does that mean? The thermal protection system on it is fiberglass. All the tiles and everything, it's just fiberglass. But it has real shuttle control systems in it. What they did with that shuttle in the 70s is called the Approach and Landing Tester, the ALTs. They took Enterprise, that exact shuttle, and they put it on the back of the 747-905, which was an ex-American Airlines 747. It's a 747-100. They added the mounts to it. They put the shuttle on the back, and then they let it go off the back of the 74 in flight. So Enterprise, that's what I mean about Enterprise not being a shuttle, but it actually is a shuttle. It's a real shuttle. If you cut this thing in half and looked at it, and you cut another shuttle in half and looked at it, it would look exactly the same. But it doesn't have all the space systems on board. But they did use it for approach and landing tests. So it has flown. It has flown. Multiple times. 5 times. There's a picture of Enterprise flying right there. They used it to test landing the shuttle. That's what they use. All the systems that it has on it that are real shuttle systems are just the landing gear, the chassis, and the control surfaces. Body flap, speed brake, elevons. Other than that, everything else on here is pretty fake. The payload bay doors, they don't work. The engines, those are just duds. They're mass simulators. Same with the OMS pods, all fake. But it is on a real shuttle chassis. So this picture that Jaeger sent me is super, super rare because this picture is taken in 85, like a couple of years, a half decade after, well, actually almost a decade after the approach and landing tests. The Air Force wanted to launch the shuttle out of California at Slick 6 in Vandenberg, which is by Lompoc out in California. I might be out that way in another couple of weeks. So this is extremely rare footage of them towing around a shuttle around Vandenberg Air Force Base because they towed it to the pad for integration pictures. And 1985 ended up being the only time. It ended up being the only time a shuttle stack was ever stacked in California. There it is, and that's where they were driving it to. They were driving it to so they could do that. Thank you for saying Lompoc correctly. Full upscaled video. It's only 1080p, but it looks good. Let me see. Blast pulls. Which one was in the Smithsonian? Discovery is in the Smithsonian? So, Jaeger sent me this picture because I like old trucks. So this combines two things that are very dear to my heart. I love the space shuttle, and I love old trucks. And this has all of that in here. This has all of the things. This 85 Bronco over here ain't too bad either. That'll fetch you a pretty penny nowadays, too. So the boosters and the ET are fake in that picture. Actually, they're not. That's a real external tank. Yeah. That's a real one. That's a real shuttle and a real external tank and inerted boosters. The boosters are inert. There's nothing in them. It's just a mass simulator. But that's a real external tank. That's a kind of real shuttle. And those are real SRBs, but they don't have any fuel in them. They're mass simulated. But yep, there you go. They were doing fit checks. And they used some leftover boosters, and they pulled an external tank, and then they used the leftover shuttle that they didn't need once the shuttle started flying, and they used it to test out all their integration systems. Is it just me, or most people, do most people pronounce Lompoc like Vin Diesel in the Fast and the Furious? 2 years Lompoc. I'll die before I go back. Yeah, everybody does pronounce it that way. I pronounced it that way once on stream, and I immediately got a bunch of angry Californians saying no. So ever since then, I say Lompoc. They're all like, that's not how you say that! I'm like, how do you say it then? It's not my fault you don't know how to spell correctly. Just in case someone wanted to test it, if we could light an SRB on fire with a lighter. Yep. Nobody pronounces it like Vin Diesel. It's Lompoc. You gotta say Lompoc. Like poke. Poke, poke, poke. Yeah, man. So, yeah, that's a real picture. And here's the upscaled video from Jaeger here. Thanks for doing this, man. This is excellent. I really like that picture of the two trucks, though. It's friggin' mint. Freaking mint, though. Here. Yep. Hey. Let's see what we got. Lompoc is Chumash Indian for stagnant water in the Santa Barbara County. Lompoc. Yeah, I suppose if you say that with like kind of a stereotypical Native American accent, it's Lompoc. Yeah, Lompoc. Chumash. Lompoc. Makes sense. How many flights has Discovery been on? 39. 39 missions for Discovery. It's the fleet that it's the only orbiter left. It's the orbiter out of all the orbiters that are left, Flykin. It's the one with the most miles on it. Man, Jaeger, it cleaned up real good. Oh, dude, look at that. See, look, they had to take this road and they had to plane off some of the hill right there so the shuttle could fit so they could fit the shuttle with its wings. Dude, this is cherry, man. Oh. I love it. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that is so rad. I love it. Oh, this footage is hits, dude. Look at the cars, man. Yo, some guy's got a 280 right there. See the yellow 280? Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Mwah. Oh, that's so legit, dude. This is down in Florida? No, California. This is at Vandenberg Air Force Base. They were going to launch the shuttle. The Air Force was going to launch the shuttle out of California. So this is super rare footage of a shuttle out of California. It's super rare. My former professor advisor was working on Slick 6 prior to Challenger. No way, Smokey. It's a hell of a launch complex, man. If we were going to launch the shuttle and, like, actually not have it cost a lot of money, Vandenberg, the way that the Air Force set up Slick 6 is the way that the shuttle should have launched. Period. That's it. They should have retooled 39A to look exactly like that. Or built new pads or something. Because the way they had it set up was... amazing. Is that a Minuteman? Yeah, it is. Good eye. Huge space glider! It's a Minuteman. That's an ICBM. Because Vandenberg is where the Air Force and the Space Force do a lot of their ICBM testing. There's that Deuce flanking. Right there. There it is. Got a CJ7 right there. I'm sorry. I'm peeping on the cars. You can judge me. I don't care. Got an Elco. Elco right there with a bed cover. Buick. Monte Carlo. Ooh, nice. Old Impala. Nice. Long bed truck right there. That's kind of like the Route 154 truck. That's a garbage truck. They look the same. Yeah, Laserman, yeah, whatever. Well, whatever. I told you, this combines two things that I really enjoy. I like shuttles and I like cars, alright? Let's go to... Oh, man, look at how... Dude, look at how crisp that came out. Look at the Cometto. Damn, dude. Oh, that is real clean, Jaeger. This cleaned up real good. Disregard my last. I'm a bit sad now. Pythos, your mom's right here. Mom's right here. Just remember, half of you is your mother. Half of you is your mother, so your mother's still around. It's just in here. I don't know which half. You tell me. I don't know. Did you get the good looks? That building in the background is a machine shop. Cool, cool. The bottom half? Wait. Oh, hell yeah, I got that. Oh, my. It's some nice upscaled film. Very nice. So cool. Bro. Yeah, see, that guy's like, what? What? Dude, look at how clean this footage is. That guy's like, man. What were they doing with this again? Fit checks at Slick 6. It was the first shuttle to roll to the pad at Vandenberg. Oh. So cool. Oh, Jaeger, this is great. My GPU was on fire, but it was worth it. Yeah, man, look at how crisp it is. That just makes me very happy. Yeah, that just makes me really happy. Look at the Cometto. Dude, it really likes the Cometto. Jaeger, it's probably because there's a lot of contrast here between the tires and stuff. The upscaling really likes to pick that up. Oh, dude, you can see the bolts on the thing. Look at that. Right, Tessa? Yeah, Jaeger just did a quickie on it from yesterday, but dude, see, check that out. Who knows why those bolts are there? Pythos, you might know why those bolts are there. It's just how it's painted, Smirks. It's not painted in the same way that the tiles are, so it looks weird. Ejectocito, cuz! Ha ha ha! Love this button. Every shuttle had those. It had a bulkhead right there, even though some of them never flew with ejector seats. Yeah, that's the hatch that pops off and you go bye-bye. The triangle, yeah, there you go. So these things right here, these bars, are a strong back for the payload bay doors, so you can open them up down here, and they don't just quap themselves onto the ground. Payload bay doors are only designed to be opened up in space by themselves. You need to use a crane to do that down here. And see the latch pieces, latch points? It's a strong back for the payload bays. There's 2 of them on either side, and then you pick the thing up and the payload bay will open. You got to shift the payload bay into neutral though with the door. So, yep, strong backs. If only Challenger had ejector seats. Too high. The ejector seats were worthless, Soler. Worthless. Peace of mind at best. T plus 40 seconds, the ejector seats do nothing but kill you. If you need a quick way to die, then yeah. Beep, you know. What year is this? 85. So dead either way. You got to remember, Soler, you know how I always say, don't think of Starship as a rocket. Think of it as an airplane. Well, that mentality is something that we did in the past. Do not think of the shuttle as a rocket. Think of it as an airplane. Airplanes don't have... Passenger liners don't have ejector seats. I quickly corrected myself there. Passenger liners don't have ejector seats. They don't have parachutes. They had those on there for the test missions, and that's about it. So if you think about the shuttle like an airplane, then yeah, why the heck would you have an ejector seat in it? That makes no sense. She's pretty. Look at, they planed all the terrain here. They planed it off so the wings wouldn't hit anything. Oh man, dude, she looks so new. Yeah, you can't eject the mid deck. Man. Something about seeing the shuttle with like the California hills in the background looks really right to me. I don't know what. Maybe that's because that's where they were all born. They were born in Palmdale, every single one of them, including that one. Yeah, you couldn't eject the mid deck. How Starship's tiles are installed? Eh? Oh, cool. Elon would have made the wings foldable. Here's... Oh, dude, what do we have there? What is this? Datsun. Oh, Datsun. Nissan-sama. Very cool truck. That is also worth money today, which is really funny to me. Yeah, little mini truck, little mini Datsun. Oh, there's the picture. Yes! The K5 in the Blazer. Datsun. We got Datsun here. See, nobody cares. Oh, that's so damn cool. Oh. A little rainy. A little bit rainy. Bro, look at how crisp some of this came out, dude. That's unbelievable. This looks like it was shot yesterday. Except for the film graininess going over it. Bronco, not Blazer. I'll be honest, Sawyer. I'd take the K5 over the Bronco, sell the K5, and then buy 3 Broncos. 5 head. The guys in the white helmets, the DOD, they're most likely contractors, Flykin. Anybody in the Department of Defense would most likely be in uniform. Look for olive drab. OD is what the Air Force wore at the time. Man, look at that thing. It could have been a Toyota. Maybe it was a Hilux, but it was a unibody pickup truck, Tesla, which was strange. Who had a unibody pickup truck in the 70s? Morris did, I'm pretty sure. I hated those uniforms. There it is. Oh, man. Slick 6 is cool. There's the Bronco. Wait, what's that? Dodge. 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 It's behind my head. Dodge. Shuttle. Dodge. Bird. Cool. Open the blast doors. Open the blast doors. So legit, dude. Jaeger, this footage is tops, man. Look at how crisp this picture is. Nice. You had to dodge to show us the dodge. Yes. Yeah, Jaeger upscaled this footage. Hey. Dodge. Ford. No. Ford. Chevy. Where's the Dodge? There was a Dodge. There should be a Dodge. Ah, there's the Dodge. Chevy. Oh my. Really appreciate what you're showing me right now. Hell yeah. Dude, this came out really good, man. It really likes the Kometo. Let's see, Flykin. Let's see what jackets these guys have on. Lockheed. Lockheed? Lockheed? You could probably find one of those Fords rusting on a base somewhere. Yeah, no doubt. Lockheed? Why? Maybe they were the prime contractor for the launch site. Who knows? We'd have to go look. Yeah, Tessa, interesting. Yeah, these are Lockheed guys. That's the lot. I mean, those jackets are pretty tops, dude. I'd rock one of those, no problem. Ferd. Well, this footage came out pretty good, huh? Wait, how about we take some like NSF footage? How about we take like NASA spaceflight, the audio track from the NSF stuff? How about we do that? Just. Can we see that pickup? Yeah, sure, in a second. Perfect. Wait, we should mix more audio. Man, that footage came out real good. See that thing, Height? This, dude, that's not... This isn't like a wide-angle lens or anything. This is a very short focal length lens. You're not getting much image... You're not getting much fisheye lens going on here. That's how big that thing actually is. That's very... This is a very good picture to show the scale. The thing is absolutely insane. You don't get how big it is until you stand next to one.
Discovery,
right, Height? I agree with you. Icarus is fun as hell, by the way. Yeah, really, really fun. I really like the Airstream 310 with the stripes. Alright, Tesla, let's go back and take a look. Maybe, Kuro. Get it up from behind my melon here. I still have the sound playing from the other videos. 83 Airstream Excella motorhomes modified for NASA. Yep. Beautiful footage. Gonna put it up on the 4K when I get home. Another screen cap is in your Discord DMs. Oh. That's a really nice picture, man. I don't know. It's a unibody truck, Tessa. So it's got to be based off of a car. It could be a Datsun or a Toyota. I'm not sure. Maybe Datsun. Americans really like Datsun in like the late 70s. Like, I noticed that. There's a lot of Nissan. A lot of Nissans from the late 70s, early 80s were sold over here. And Toyota didn't really come into its own over here until the 90s. Was the space shuttle the first move to get spaceflight to reusable vehicles? It was the first reused spacecraft, Rib. That's actually not true. There was one spacecraft that was reused prior. The Gemini capsule that launched on the first Gemini mission, unmanned, was used again with people on board for the second time. The space shuttle Columbia, when it flew on STS-2, was the first spaceship to be like reused. I'd say, Rivian, what I like to tell people, dude, is, you know, the space shuttle, for all of its flaws, for all of the, you know, like, oh, the SRBs, blah, 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 for all, that is a first attempt. A first attempt at a reusable launch vehicle. Holy crap. Man, did they break the mold on that thing. What was the point of the shuttle? Low cost reusability. That was the idea. Low cost. Low cost reusability. Basically, so they had this thing with the Saturn V. It was very expensive. But see, like, that's the thing is that that's not really true. Saturn V isn't as expensive as we think it is. It was expensive because at the time it had only flown what? 15 times? 10 times? Apollo 4, Apollo 6, Apollo 9, Apollo 8. So there was 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 12 times. Flew 12 times. If you, and remember, Rivian, NASA works with total cost involved. TCI. That's why SLS is so expensive, even though it's really not. It's really not. If you grade SLS on the same pricing scale on a per launch basis, its price falls in line with capability pretty much with everything else. Even reusable Falcon 9. True story. They looked at TCI of the Apollo program, and they looked at how much a Saturn V launch cost after 12 launches, and they said, oh, it's too expensive. Not fully realizing at all that if they just kept launching the Saturn V, the price goes down. Duh. Because rockets always take a set amount of money to get operational. Saturn V, I don't know what it costs. $2 billion in the 60s, which is bajillions of dollars today. You're still going to incur that cost, no matter if you launch it once or if you launch it 20 times. But each time you go to launch, that development cost, you knock away at that development cost like a person would knock away at a loan. Same thing. So the price could have gone down with the Saturn V, but they basically got some sticker shock from the Apollo program. They said, no way. There's no way we can keep doing this sustainably. Not fully realizing that they could have just kept operating Saturn V on the frequency that it was operating on for basically the money that they used to develop the space shuttle. It's true. But they said, no, don't do that. The space shuttle is the future. So they built the shuttle instead. And the purpose was to lower the cost. The purpose was to overcome the crazy high price tag of the Saturn V launches, which was bullcrap. That's bullcrap. Bullcrap. Politicians not understanding economics? Please, tell me more. Please, tell me more. I would call the shuttle pretty dang successful. For a first attempt at reusable flight, Riv, it's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good, dude. Pretty good for a first attempt, man. Like, that's not bad. The shuttle is the DC-3 of spaceflight. Shuttle's the DC-3. The DC-3 was the first widely used passenger plane, right? It's the first widely used passenger plane. It wasn't the best passenger plane. No, the good stuff didn't come till later when Boeing and Douglas and who else? De Havilland started making jet airliners. Right? That didn't come till later. Hopefully, Starship is the 707 for spaceflight. I'd say the shuttle's closest equivalent is the C-47, which is the DC-3. Fourth gen Hilux. Oh yeah, yep, for sure. Yeah, that's definitely it. I mean, Tessa, I'm not going to say that truck ain't worth money. Everybody loves Hilux from Jed's Dick and Jim. Kickning, what was your last, man? I'm looking for it, dude. I don't see it. The 31,000 got fixed. She's now in Phoenix going to build a microchip plant. Here is the size comparison. Oh, cool. Cool. Kick, just type your last out again, dude. I lost it. I put pics of the crane being built in the Aero and Engineering channel. Cool. Sweet. So yeah, it ain't bad for a first try. The shuttle was pretty good. See, the same thing happened with the shuttle. What they were trying to do with the shuttle is overcome that cost. The shuttle cost a lot of money to make too, right? But they were trying to overcome that cost by launching it a lot because it can be reused. Even if it can just be refurbished, even if you have to replace the engines after every flight, that's still better than waiting on a new one to be built in a factory, right? So, Riv, take a look at this. This is, a lot of people don't know this. If you look at the list of space shuttle missions, all right? You have your 5 approach and landing tests with Enterprise, and then you have STS-1 in 1981, STS-2 in 1981. So that's 2 missions for 1981. STS-3, 4, and 5, 3 missions for 1982. 6 through 9, 4 missions for 1983. Now look at 1984. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 missions in 1984. Now look at 1985. You'd think, oh, okay, gonna, like 5, 6 missions? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 missions in 1985 for the shuttle program. That's ridiculous. That's absurd. That is an absurd amount of missions. That's Falcon 9 frequency of flights with shuttles. With shuttles, man. 1986 was going to double that. They were going to launch the shuttle once every 2 weeks. That was their target. The idea is that the more that you fly this thing, the more the price goes down. And it was working. It was very much working. You don't see NASA's budget spike like crazy in the 80s, but they increased the frequency of launches like crazy. Challenger unfortunately happened in January 1986, but what everybody fails to realize is that was the second flight. That was the second flight. 61C already went up and came down. Fun fact about who was on that mission. Yeah. Interesting, huh? A lot of talent on this mission. The shuttle had already flown once in 1986 prior. They were gonna shoot for 24 missions. 24 missions in 86. Yeah. Sucks. They never hit that frequency. The program never hit that frequency again. Which really blows. Everybody got cold feet because of Challenger, and that was the end of that. Wouldn't it be a good idea to do this with Starship for an abort system? Oh, Jesus Christ. Why? I have the same ad blocker on both of these computers, and it only blocks ads on one of them. I don't care about your product. Go away. Would this be good for Starship? No. No. No.
Which would be released automatically.
No.
When the cabin detaches in an emergency, whether during takeoff, mid-flight, or landing. The capsule can land on both ground and water.
No.
With boosters and inflatable rubber tubes helping to cushion the impact and get passengers and crew to safety. With fewer than 500 people dying from plane crashes in any given year, the technology has received mixed reactions from people commenting online.
See a story that really should...
Separate passenger cabin that can be attached and detached from the main aircraft. Underneath the cabin is a storage space for...
Why does this C5 only have 2 engines?
Tatarenko's invention is a separate passenger cabin that can be attached and detached from the main aircraft. Underneath the cabin is a storage space for luggage, and the roof of the cabin houses parachutes, which would be released automatically when the cabin detaches in an emergency, whether during takeoff, mid-flight, or landing.
Yeah, it's a concept. Yeah, it should stay a concept. No, no, not for Starship. No. You're wasting. You're thinking about that wrong. That's defensive engineering. That's not how you make stuff safe. That's not how you make stuff safe. Defensive engineering like that. You putting a system like that into your plane and building that into your plane from the start is all but admitting that your plane is a crappy design. Hey, Houston, thank you for the raid. Nice, Ben. Sketoff, what's going on? Houston, thank you for the raid. How are you? You're adding a ton of weight, and you're not reducing risk. You're making the plane more complicated than it already is. Stuff is more likely to fail, not less. That's defensive engineering. That's Bush League stuff. Now, it makes more sense on like a fighter plane, for instance, because a fighter plane is pretty dang reliable. It has to be pretty dang reliable when it's flying because you have to, shoot stuff down. But fighter planes also have a little bit of a occupational hazard. They have occupational hazards, fighter pilots, that happen, like a missile hitting your airplane and ripping it in 2 pieces. That's when you need to eject and get away from it. Yeah, chaff. Yeah, right. Any system can fail. Adding additional systems just adds more failure. Right. Exactly. Fighter planes blow up for... Yeah. They blow up for other reasons. That's right, Slight. Absolutely. They occupational hazard. So, like modern automotive engineering. Not to mention taking out the backbone of the airplane. Yeah, that thing would fly like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, man. Anyway, Houston, what's going on? How are you? Yeah, Pythos. Pythos worked on ejector seats, which is why I defer to his judgment from time to time. Honestly, a jettisonable cabin like that will probably kill more people than it would save. Pythos, am I right? I think that, dude, people would die. Oh my gosh. Because that thing would eject, right? And it would catch some laminar flow and just rip in half. The thing would just try to do a nosedive and just... that would be the end of that. I was streaming on Houston. We're fine. 6 hours of KSP. KSP is always not enough. Yeah, tell me about it, Adam. Yeah, the pilots would survive more by not ejecting, by going down with the ship, so to speak. Yeah, I don't think... And that's just with airplanes at subsonic speeds. Can you imagine ejecting the Starship's payload bay? Going like Mach 4? Nah. Nah, I'm good. Yeah, I'll take my chances on the failing rocket. Thank you very much. I'll take my chances on the rocket that's failing. No, thank you. I don't really know what to say. Yes. Yes, thank you. No, I want to take this higher. Did the crew launch yet on the SSTO? No, hasn't happened yet, but we should probably get to it. I think we have a little bit more footage with the Starship footage, and then we'll go. Another question, where would the rear landing gear be? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we don't need to do that. Lunprod, that's not a good idea. Like that news article said, it's drawing a lot of skepticism from people online. Yeah, there's a good reason for that. Did you hear about this, Baos? Hey, Baos? Yeah, not interested. Star Wars Galaxies is the better Star Wars MMO. I'm not an engineer, but I've seen Starship being damaged by the sound, heat, vibrations bouncing off the ground with 3 engines. Without anything to dampen or redirect the vibrations, how does Super Heavy even have a chance with just a few more meters high? Super Heavy's like 4 times the height off the ground, Swishio. Where these guys are standing is about, I don't know, chat, what would you say? 20, 30 meters up, something like that. Secondly, Starship's tiles are a lot further away from this. Third, there's a sound suppression system built into this that sprays inward. And that should help to an extent. But I agree with you, Swishio. Yeah, it's a little weird. Little weird. You played Star Wars Galaxies? Oh, yeah. I had 2 characters on Star Wars Galaxies. Commando TKM on main, Architect Shipwright on secondary. Oh, yeah. That was still... Dude, there's still no game that comes close to the detail there. Does this count as space news? I guess. Hey man, Icarus is out for the weekend. Am I joining you? I already had a 4-person. We already have a 4-person outfit going 2020. They opened it up yesterday, man. Best if you go on without me. Yeah, RPG then, Tessa. We'll go with RPG. Should build all the SWG ships in Starbase. I don't hate that idea. Do we know what these externals are? We think it's for something that has to do with the thrust vector controllers. Bruh, what time yesterday? 1 in the afternoon. Yeah, 2020. Me, Yarg Predominant 95 have been playing it. And I think I'm up to like level 16 or something. Secret tarp footage. We must put the tarps over it. When am I gonna build an executor in Starbase? Oh jeez. Oh jeez, oh jeez. Oh, I was in class then. Sorry, man. Plumbing? Those look like conduits to me. But I could be wrong. Brackets attached to the leg for the orbital mount for the plumbing. See last. Okay. You think they'll regret no flame diverter? I don't know. I don't know. Don't have the answer. I mean, it's definitely gonna present some challenges, that's for sure. Last thing, is there anything super different other than weather damage? Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's different 2020. So much that I can't even mention it. Alright, Jung. See ya, buddy. Yeah, watch out for bears, 2020. Yeah, watch out for bears. Oh, they're moving some plumbing line around. See how it has that, the sheathing on it, the dark sheathing? It's an insulated line. Just got here. What are we watching? It's today's footage of the Starship pad. Elon said that they're going to static fire the booster next week. Don't you think it's kind of nuts? Yeah, but why are you surprised, T-Man? Have you seen what SpaceX is doing? Like, SpaceX always announces these crazy goals and we always just act surprised. Don't you think we should understand by now? Like, yeah, that's what they do. Yeah, 2020, there's a lot of stuff that's different, dude. A lot of stuff. Check it out, man. It's fun. Metal is in caves, by the way. Yep. You're welcome. Oh, they're putting those things on the jack stands right there. Getting the welding tent up. You know, those guys got that together pretty damn well. You know how much a pain in the butt those damn tents are? There's ship 20. Noted. Yes, we'll see what happens. Almost done. Those tiles are a lot thinner than the Space Shuttle's tiles. Either that or I'm drastically misjudging my scale. Ugh. Ooh, that... No. That's... Yeah, that's not... That's not a good thing. No, Rivian, nothing. It's just called super heavy. What is not a good thing? The tiles being all non-uniform? It's gotta be smooth, man. Plasma likes flowing over smooth surfaces. See this? See all this stuff right here? That's no good. It needs to be... See this? See the difference? Right there? It needs to look like that. Not like that. Yeah, Fazilla, I'm not sure. It's a problem that they're gonna have to figure out. Yeah, see how this is all non-uniform up there? That's gotta be smoothed out, man. Alright. I think that's all the new footage from NSF today. I don't know. I hadn't planned on it, Tessa. I think I got everything. Let's see. Chem, what is this here?
Aim first, Oleg. Have you removed the adjustable tether? Yeah, we have. So aim and then jettison. I think it's going pretty well. Copy, we see it. Just please continue filming it. I think it's going pretty well. I think it's a little bit too low. So it went behind AO, and you can start with egress into MRM. We are going to run to check that all add-on equipment is in place, and then we can egress.
He threw it.
Behind
they
me.
didn't need that plate,
right.
so they just got rid of it.
Well, just as we cross the 7-hour mark in today's spacewalk, that jettison complete. Trajectory officer here, Mission Control Houston, already reporting to look like a good trajectory for that jettison. They'll continue to just track, get a drag coefficient on it as it continues to make its way away. But again, the direction is coordinated in advance of any jettison, just to minimize any risk of recontact with the International Space Station. So, with the jettison now complete, both spacewalkers are now going to make their way to the Poisk module. They'll first get a cable carrier that's been temporarily stowed outside and a handrail back inside, then do an inventory, and then start making their way back in.
Previous CVA and did everything for this CVA, so this is a complete total success, and let's
he's gonna undo the hook there.
Egress.
Oh, dude, I could watch this for days. This was from the EVA yesterday. Oleg Levitsky jettisoned that thing. He threw it. They didn't need it anymore. It was they were outside EVAing to work on the external connections for Nauka. Nauka is over there on the right. There's Peter Dubrov right there. Nauka's over there, see? Could a paper airplane survive a flight from orbit, it being so light and all? Maybe. I mean, I doubt it. I doubt it, but maybe. Who knows if its ballistic coefficient was low enough. Why not leave it bolted on somewhere? I don't know. I guess it's just dead weight. I know. Weight. I get it. All right. Why they throw? Oh, they do that all the time, dude. They jettison stuff like that all the time. That's normal. It's just gonna burn up in the atmosphere. It's no problem. Look, he caught it. Oh, it's coming towards me. It's coming towards me. Oh. All right. Have you seen the dog bone asteroid? No. No, I haven't. SpaceX worker putting on the heat tile. Why do you keep linking this? I don't understand. What do you want me to see here? So he just popped it in. I'm telling you guys, like, I don't mean to. You know how I feel about second guessing stuff, and I'm not saying that these guys aren't installing the tiles right, but you see how you have some blunt edges here? Man, they're gonna have problems with that. I can't, dude. Everything that I've read and learned about the space shuttle and its tiles says don't have it like this. But then again, they could be flat. It could just be an optical illusion. But look at how crooked some of these tiles seem to be. They're not uniform. But then again, once again, it could be the shading or something. It's got to be, yeah, it's got to be flush. If it's not flush, you're going to have a really bad day. Because that means the tile is absorbing heat. Like if you have a tile like this, right? And then you have another tile down here like this, your plasma will go in the cracks. You're forcing plasma into the cracks. If you have two different tiles that are at different levels, because plasma is going to get stuck and it's going to go down. Yeah, see this? Like, once again, maybe these tiles are okay with that. I don't know. Because I know SpaceX, if these work anything like the shuttle tiles, then I know SpaceX would at least try to, come up with something, Maybe they came up with a tile where it doesn't matter. I don't know. Maybe it's not worth the redo. Yeah, that's possible. Max, Mamazit, that seems more in line with SpaceX. Just put them on there and see what happens, Huh. Yeah, I don't know, Rip, maybe. All right. Time for KSP. The flaps are probably going to tear off anyway. Now, that's something I don't think is going to happen. But, all right. When they fuel the Starship, they might line up as the ship will expand a little bit. Yeah, you know what, Kem? That's right. But not in that part it won't. That's